Ladies and gentlemen, it's the DG Special! Tonight we've got Chris Locke. Daniel Woodrow's in the house tonight. DJ Mausner's here. Freddie Rivas. There's a video sketch by Cheap Smoke. Musical guest tonight is More or Less. Your co-hosts from the Beaverton, Miguel Rivas and Emma Hunter. Videos tonight are by Dan Tamizian. I'm Josh Miggelman, that's DJ Wexel. And now, your host, Dan Galea.
That's me. I'm your host, Dan Galea. I like shows where the guy does it himself and tries to put on a different voice. You know, it's like, your host, Dan Galea. I'm like, hey guys. Different guy. No, I got an announcer. Pay him. You guys doing okay? Thank you for coming to the Rec Room for the DG Special. This is going to be a fun night. It's getting dark, so it might even feel like a show at some point. I'm not used to this. Do you guys remember the moon being out at 3 p.m.? I don't. Why are the moon and the sun fighting all day? It's weird. I just want to tell you guys, I always tell people at the show what I've been going through, so you guys get a kind of idea of who I am, what I've been doing, where I'm coming from, so you guys can kind of relate if you choose to. So this month, I was in the hospital getting my lungs drained. I did that for a week. And I had pneumonia 9 months ago, and I was supposed to go in for a checkup, and I missed the checkup, and the next available appointment was 4 months later, and 4 months later I had liquid in my lungs that got infected, and I needed to get it sucked out. So I went to the hospital. The guy's like, you have to go to the hospital, and so I had to go there for 6 days, and man, what a time I had. What a good time. No, but really, I was waiting in emergency for 12 hours to get a room. And while I was waiting, like, I don't know if you guys have been to emergency recently, but it's so boring. And you just look for anything to entertain you when you're in there. And there's always people that are kind of fun. But I was sitting there and I saw like 4 different emergency rooms fill and empty. And I was just getting mad, you know? And then all of a sudden there was an announcement and it went, can Michael Jordan come back to Fast Track, please? Michael Jordan. And I just was like grasping at straws to be happy. So I was like, Michael Jordan. And I like turned to the guy beside me and he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. Then 2 minutes later, the nurse comes out and she's like, is there a Janet Jackson here? Janet Jackson? I was like, 2's good though, right? And he was like, yeah, 2's better. 2's better. 2's weirder. And so I was like waiting and waiting and waiting. I was getting so fucking pissed off. And I was texting my friend and I was like, 12 hours. This is insane. I hate this place. Fuck this place. And she was like, you should be happy that we live in Canada and we have health care. And I was like, fuck you. You're sitting at home, probably smoking the weed I'm not allowed to smoke anymore, and you're watching TV, and you're telling me how good healthcare is, while police are coming by with like insane people screaming in my ear for 12 hours in the emergency, you know? And then the worst part is I finally get in the room, and I love it there. So I text her, because she's like, you got to be more positive. I'm like, oh man, this room's the best. I love it. I never want to leave. The bed moves my body for me. Like, they bring me meals. The TV has a bar that comes to me. I was like, I want to make my apartment into this thing. And she was like, I think you need to like chill out. Now I'm too positive. There's just no winning with this particular friend. Anyway, so I get to the room, it's 4 a.m., and there's a guy, I'm sharing a room with a guy, and he's sleeping, so I go for a little walk, but when I come back, he's sitting up on his bed, and he's like, hey, how's it going? This is like 4:30 now in the morning, and I'm like, I'm tired now, and he's like, hey, how's it going? I'm Fred. And I was like, hey, Fred, how's it going? I was just trying to let you sleep. And he's like, well, hopefully you're better than the last roommate I had. They did crack in the washroom. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And he's like, I know, they didn't offer me any. I was like, that's not what I meant. He does crack. My roommate does crack. And he was like kind of borderline homeless guy. But he was like, at first I was kind of scared of him because he had like you look at him and you're like, this guy has a dark side. You know what I mean? And also every time he said something, he ended the sentence with, oh boy, I have a dark side though. So I knew he had a dark side. And so we had a really good chat, and the nurse came in while we were talking at like 5 a.m., and she was like, do you guys know each other? And I was like, no. And she's like, oh, okay. And left. And he kept me up for so long, and then I finally went to sleep, and the next morning when I woke up, he was already up, and he's like, oh boy, you snore a lot. And I was like, sorry, I can't help it, you know? And then he's like, I got used to it, and then at 2 in the morning, you doubled the volume. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. And he's like, yeah, I almost smashed you in the face with a stool. And like, I couldn't tell whether he was serious, and I was like, what? And he's like, I didn't though. Cool. No more sleeping for 6 days. So I always let him fall asleep first, so that he wouldn't be like kept awake by my snoring, right? Anyway, so then time's passing. I finally get out of the hospital, and everything seems like it's okay. And I'm just waiting to see if these antibiotics. So I can't drink now because I'm on antibiotics. And then the doctor said I have to stop smoking weed. So I'm just like a normal guy now. It's pretty weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty friggin' weird. Okay, so this is a talk show, it's a variety show, has an element of talk, because I'm talking, you know, and I'll talk to some people. But one of the things that's kind of expected when you do a talk show is like you have to do like topical jokes, you know, like the monologue when like Conan and stuff come out, and they always talk about the news of today, and they make jokes about it. That's not really my style, you know, like that's not who I am. I feel really uncomfortable performing that kind of comedy, but I think it's important to do it on a show like this, and so I actually brought some people that are like professionals. They do this for a living, and you guys probably have seen them on TV. They're on the show The Beaverton, which is on the Comedy Network. Please check it out. But they're going to help me out, and they're going to read some of the topical jokes I wrote, because they can do it better. I'm actually really good at writing them. I'm just not good at performing them. So if you guys don't mind, would you please welcome Emma Hunter and Miguel Rivas of The Beaverton. There they are. Yeah. They bring the heat. That's why I brought them. They don't even do this on The Beaverton.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
No, thank you. Thanks for doing it.
Are you on?
I'm on. Hello.
Okay, I'm on.
So
Hello.
I'm just going to leave them on stage, and they're going to do my topical jokes. And
is that
Okay, yeah.
okay?
is that okay?
No,
Yeah,
that's
Dan-
Yeah, it's your show.
All
Dan
right.
paid us quite a lot of money to come
Yes,
here for you
yes.
to do some jokes.
Yes,
And he claims that he's an excellent topical joke writer and that
that's
he runs
true.
a tight show, but
he does.
he obviously didn't print scripts for us.
No,
'cause
we have no
he's-
paper.
He forgot to do that, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what? It's fine.
We're just going to read them off of our phone.
Yeah.
Because he emailed me the script.
Okay, well, so you got
these are
it, eh?
Dan's topical jokes. How's everybody doing tonight? Is everyone having a good time?
You guys look beautiful. There's beer. There's wings. There's an arcade. What a dream lifestyle we're all living.
So this is Dan's topical jokes to satisfy the monologue components.
Okay,
Hello, I'm Miguel Rivas.
that's true. Oh, I'm Emma Hunter, and these are news jokes. Okay. so-
That was supposed to be a joke.
Yeah,
News
okay.
jokes.
That's,
pretty
it's
good. That was
funny.
pretty good, Dan. I
Yeah.
like that one. Okay, here's the first one. President Trump canceled his meeting with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un this week.
Okay.
When asked what happened, he said, Kim said mean things, he's not nice, and I don't want to talk to him anymore. And then he cried a bit, and eventually someone had to give him some apple slices before he fell asleep in Mike Pence's arms.
That's not.
That joke is topical
not a
for
good joke.
sure, but I don't know that it had a joke structure.
No, specific
It was
to
more,
apples.
it was more like a silly image that didn't have anything to do with anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
My turn. Yeehaw. In Canadian politics, new jokes. The NDP and the Conservatives are neck and neck in the polls. The only type of polls I enjoy in the summer are swimming polls. Dan, what the fuck? Actually, what the fuck is that?
Do you not respect these people?
No, I'm getting pissed off.
Do you not respect these audience? Do you think they're children?
That's
It's just
unkind.
Those jokes are from when I started writing. They get better as you go.
Okay. Well.
I hope
okay.
so. That was
bad.
that barely passed the
Okay.
muster. Okay, here's an. Let's
All right.
just do the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, in more Canadian politics, Doug Ford was accused of selling fake Tory memberships in 2016. I guess you were right, Emma. The membership I bought in 2016 was fake.
Huh.
I owe you a peanut butter sandwich. Well played. Okay, there is no joke in
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
not anything. That's
Peanut butter
nothing.
sandwiches, that's not even a punchline.
No.
I was eating a peanut butter sandwich and I just wanted to fit it in.
Okay.
Yeah, oh wow, okay. You have to have like a build-up and a payoff. That's how
Okay.
it works.
Agree to disagree.
You can't just say, here's a thing that's in the news, and then here's a funny food I like.
No, it's upsetting. I feel sad now, but it's my turn, so I'm gonna go.
Sorry,
no, it's cool. I'm nervous. Okay, here goes another. CNN is reporting that Morgan Freeman has been accused of harassment. Careful, Dan.
Careful
by
here,
8
Dan.
women.
Step lightly,
Don't make
step
me do
lightly.
it. Also, Morgan Freeman has been contracted to be the new voice of the Vancouver transit system.
Easy, Dan.
This could all end up being a real train wreck, and I don't mean the movie. I mean, that was
disrespectful
That was-
to several groups.
I feel-
to transit riders, to women. Sorry, I led with transit riders. I should have said
Yeah.
women first. And then also transit riders. Come on.
Yeah, I see her face. I feel like you look, but I'm up here with a light and a microphone. We're going to keep going, but I'm pissed at Dan, you and me.
Okay, let's just get it over with.
Okay,
here.
the wings look good.
Just a couple more here.
Okay.
Trump is pushing to make it legal to lure bears with donuts and bacon to
Bears
make
are
it
funny.
easier for hunters.
Okay.
I'm bacon you, America.
Jesus, fuck,
Donut-
Dan. What are you doing? Really?
Do not let this happen.
Uncool.
Oh,
This is
wow.
uncool.
It was so funny when I was at home.
Puns were funny in
They're having a
Shakespeare's
nice
time.
evening with the people they love, with a nice alcoholic beverage, at this beautiful view. You making him say this shit? I'm pissed, Miguel.
I think a lot of it's just like the pace. I think you guys got to keep the pace up.
All right.
A lot of my jokes are
There's just
Okay.
two more. There's just two
Okay,
more. Don't
pace-
take away our stage time.
Okay.
Holy
I'm gonna
mother
pick
of
up the pace.
Dan.
Car2Go will be shutting down its operations in Toronto at the end of the month. I guess that means it's time for Car2Go to go.
I'm just going to do the next one. Oh my God. Okay.
Thank you.
Looks like Harvey Weinstein has turned himself in after countless allegations of rape and assault. He should produce a movie. We should produce a movie about this guy called Fuck This Guy.
Oh my God.
That's
Please, can we
that's true,
stop?
but it's pandering.
No one wants
it's
to
pandering.
do it. I don't want
wow.
to do this anymore.
Dan, you said you were going to write us good jokes. Those are terrible jokes.
I'm sorry. You guys seem really
Wow.
nice.
When I was reading them to my family, they were dying. They thought they were really funny.
Literally dying?
Sure.
Oh, you mean
Oh,
laughing?
Dan.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah, you
How
need.
about this? Let's regroup. You guys, we'll have you back later on in the show.
We have to come back?
If that's cool, we'll
Yeah,
figure
I
something
guess
out.
so.
Guys, give it up for Miguel Rivas
Wow.
and Emma Hunter.
Thank you.
Thank you. I apologize.
Sorry about Dan's
it's
jokes.
embarrassing.
Sorry they kind of ruined my jokes. The hot mic. Guys, we actually have a special video right now. It's from the Toronto Island Spiritual Association. I've never heard of it, but every once in a while, because we use this venue and we're downtown, we have to support the local surroundings. So please take a look at this video from the Toronto Spiritual Association on the island.
My name's Fred Ward. This is my island. It's not flooded anymore. Let's go. The air is so fresh on the pier. I'm a ghost. I was cursed and I can't leave this island. Hello, hello. Do ghosts sleep? I don't. Centerville. It's the biggest part of town, and it's really super sad when no one is around. Hello, birds. Would you give me a high five? No, you won't, because I'm not alive, yeah. Oh, man, No, you won't, you won't, you won't, you won't, you won't, you won't. Oh, man. Centerville, Town Hall. You know that duck right there? It's not the mayor, but neither am I. No, you won't, you won't, you won't, you won't, you won't, you won't. Oh. Come make a wish at the fountain. My wish? Extended boundaries. I'm a cursed ghost and I can't leave the island. Well, there you have it. Why don't you come visit me this summer on the island? My name's Fred Ward, and I'm a cursed ghost, and I can't leave. These are my boundaries.
Listen, I forgot to tell you something about Fred. Fred was like in the hospital room. For those of you that don't know, I was in the hospital, and Fred was my roommate, and the curtains were always drawn. So he was kind of like Wilson from Home Improvement. Like he'd always just say things, and it was just like a disembodied voice. And sometimes it was quiet for too long. Fred would just like have to say something. So like it was like quiet for like 10 minutes, and then Fred was like, "Do people still use floppy disks?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Hard disks?" I'm like, "Nope." He's like, "CD-ROMs?" I'm like, "Nope." He's like, "Hard drives?" I'm like, "Yeah, hard drives are still around." He's like, "What's the cloud?" I'm like, "Brad, it's too complicated. It's like in the air. You can save stuff kind of in the air." And then he's like, not me. I don't use computers. Nothing's more simple than a pencil and a paper." And it's like, when you think about it, computers are supposed to make everything easier, right? Supposed to make it easier to write stuff and save it. But then at the same time, if your computer breaks, you lose everything, and it's like the end of life itself. But if your pencil breaks, you get 2 pencils. You could even sharpen both ends of one and have 3 pencils. It's just a better thing. I don't know why we had to improve it. Just wanted to let you guys know. You're going to learn a little bit more about Fred in the hospital as the show goes on. Are you guys ready for your first stand-up? All right. This lady won the homegrown competition at Just for Laughs this year. Please give it up, be as loud as you can be for DJ Mosner! Hello.
Bounce is back.
What up, what up? How's everybody doing? Man, this stage makes me feel like fucking Rihanna. I love it. Hit me, tech. Bop! That's what Riri dance is like, right? Just like a little jive. Very excited to be here at Adult Dave & Buster's. I love it here. I am with the band. The band brought me. Very excited. I just moved back here. It's actually so beautiful to be down here. Coming down here was so nice. I could see the CN Tower. I could see the Sky Dome. Sky Dome, all right? The real Torontonians don't call it the fucking Rogers Center. Thank you, one person clapping. Everyone else? Rogers Center heads. Everyone else? Descendant of Roger. Okay. Yeah, I lived in Montreal for about 6 years, and I recently moved back here. And I don't need to tell you guys this, but your housing market is bullshit. It's so bad. It's terrible. I'm in these Facebook groups for finding an apartment in Montreal, like left over from when I was living there. And I'm also in Facebook groups for finding an apartment here in Toronto. And the posts in these groups are like night and day. The posts in the Montreal group are like, "Hi, my name is Sunstar. I have bangs all the way around. The room in the apartment has its own bathroom, and it does have its own living room, and it does have its own kitchen. It's like an apartment within the apartment. It's like a Russian nesting apartment. $8 a month." The posts in the Toronto groups are like, "Hi, my name is Andrew. I live in the Dufferin Mall. I love to talk and I never stop doing it. $3,000 a month." You know, so like any award-winning comedian, I live with my parents. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Living with your parents is dope if you hate sex and love cable. It's a deal for you. Mwah. Fuck, cable is what? Do you guys remember commercials? What the fuck? What the fuck are commercials? Has anyone here ever been convinced to buy something from a commercial? Okay, that's what I thought. Once I told this joke and someone was like, "Yeah, a slap chop." I'm like, that's an infomercial, okay? They teach you how to use the product. A commercial's like somebody hucking an orange in the air and hitting it with a baseball bat. It's like, Tropicana. It's just aesthetic, it's nothing else. The only commercial that's almost convinced me to buy something is one of those overly intense furniture commercials. Do you know what I'm talking about? The ones that seem like they should be in D-box, like 4D seating. They're like, "Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Bad boy mega savings event. These deals on ottomans will blow your cock off. Clean fucking off. 2 for $99. Your balls won't withstand it. Bye-bye, nutsack, sack. Suede, leather, any fabric a man of wealth might need. Get your dick sucked on the skin of a cow. Bring your family back together with an L-shaped couch. Apologize to your wife. Save the family with a movie night to remember. Your son needs his father. Bad boy mega savings event. Oof, 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 oof. Ooh, wah! Thank you. Wish I had enough money to buy a couch, you know? Speaking about living with your parents, you guys heard about this incel nonsense? By round of applause, I'm not gonna think you're an incel if you fucking clap. By round of applause, who knows what an incel is? Okay, so we kind of know. Incels are these, for those of you who don't, are these like angry, they say this about themselves. They're like, we're ugly and we don't fuck. Like that is what they say. You can read one article, it makes no sense. I thought I was gonna read an article about incels and it was gonna be like, we're hot, why does no one recognize us? It's literally them being like, we're fucking trolls, where's my dick wet machine? It makes no sense at all. And they divide women into these two, like mostly, into these two categories called Becky's and Stacy's. Do we know about this by round of applause? People know what this is? Okay. The claps are further. The incels. Becky's and Stacy's. Becky's are like, wears baggy clothes, reads, is a brunette, fuck them, you know? And Stacy's are like, has massive titties, has a tan, still won't fuck me, blonde. Like those are the groups. And by the way, the cartoon diagram of these women, they're both beautiful. They're both like very hot women. It makes little to no sense. I bring this up because I just really want to find out, am I a Becky or am I a Stacy, you know? Like I just need to know. So let me pose a couple questions to you. Am I more like my body is a hive of angry bees with straight across bangs? Okay. Or am I like a big, wet, pink slab of gum with a manicure? Okay, that was very unclear. I'll do another one. Am I like a wood chipper you can put your dick into with glasses? Or am I like a mattress with a hole cut in it and a bag of mayo in it for you to fuck with like a little scarf? Okay, I have one more. I have one more. To be clear, I do have one more. Am I like a bag of glass and rusted nails in Keds? Or am I like a bath bomb with one fake eyelash on it? Okay, I got my answer. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know what to say when I'm on the incel message boards looking for love now, you know? Dating. That's what I've turned to, incel message boards. Dating is, I'm 23, and I don't know when people start being nice to the people that they date or they start being nice to you, but it's not in your early 20s. The Venn diagram of places I have gone on dates and places I have cried is a circle. It's 100% overlap. I know a lot of ball talk while you're eating dinner, gotta be honest. A lot of inanimate object fucking while you're trying to eat dinner. Table of incels. No, I'm totally kidding. Love you, please come back, please come back. We love you, we're with the band. Hit me, tech, ba-da-ba-doo-ba-ba.
I know y'all miss the bounce.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I do still have more jokes to say. Dating. My hack material, let's get back to it. Tinder, who's heard of it? Everybody has a Tinder joke. My therapist the other day said, would you swipe right on yourself? I'm like, I fucking pay you to be here. I pay money to come to you. Also, no. Have you been listening at all? Absolutely not. Tinder is, everyone's lying. Everyone lies on Tinder. Everyone's like, I love hiking. I love biking. I love being fucking dragged behind a boat. Second pick, me doing a flip next to an open flame. No one is that active. I refuse to believe it. So I just lie now. I just swipe right and we match and I'm like, isn't it dope that we're both chill? You know, I just fucking lie through it. I think, you know, it's hard for me to find someone because I have very high standards, right? I just want to find someone who will treat me like a princess. Is that so much to ask? Just like a princess. I just want to find someone who will put me in a tower and leave me alone forever. A one-bedroom tower in Manhattan, please. I'm a Stacy. I tried to circumvent this terrible dating scenario by having a friend set me up on a date, which did not work. But it started out fine. So I get there, we're having coffee. He's like, how was your day? I'm like, it was good. I went to a workshop on creating a culture of consent. He goes, oh, consent? I know about consent. One time, I was hooking up with this girl. Things were getting hot. Went to take off her pants, and she was like, no, not tonight. So you know what? I didn't push it. Love that little fade out, gotta say. I was like, I too am happy you're not a rapist, you know? And then I had the tech play me out. I've been DJ Masner, thank you so much. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow me home.
MC. DJ, do you have any shows coming up?
I do. I have a show tomorrow night called Funny People at, believe it or not, at Black Rock something.
Sure.
And some shows after that. Follow me on Twitter, DJ Mausner, or 1-800-FIGHT-ME, and that's where I post all my shows. Thank you so much.
Give it up for DJ Mausner! Thank you, DJ. So let's just get the musical act going. Give it up for More or Less!
That's better. All right. Cool. I'm gonna rap about different stuff. This first song is just about, you know, when you're a rapper and you go on stage and people don't get excited when they rap. Not the audience, but like the rapper themselves. Maybe you've had this experience as a rapper, but I haven't. It goes like this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, settling letter, friend, host a show like Letterman, reveling, clever, malevolence, enveloped in eloquence, melanin elements, prevalent, a melon intelligence, hell is for cretins, embellishing how they live. I shoot the gift like Frangelico, lemon, sugar, and vodka, rock the hell out a stage, wage paid, boom, drop the mic, not my way, engage, brain, coons, talk a lot of mess, holy manny, and he wouldn't translate, best left unheard, penny, and he wouldn't dance, make the worst MCs, I plan to keep their hands, wait, high at a show like rappers lie about the dough, mean to do it all the time, and I ain't shy, come to show, oh, energy they're needing to bring synergy to meetings, yeah, me, I'm all B-I-Z-B-I-G, notorious with African banger behind the bars, but story is, any lazy show is offending me, so we're down to give it a century, and you're wondering what's the chemistry? We do it with thought and energy, any lazy show is offending me, so we're down to give it a century, and you're wondering what's the chemistry? On for the lithium, do it with thought and energy. You know, like Vulcans in an engine room, right? Rapper and a DJ, raiders of a lost art. Dodge darts, get treasure, escape in a seaplane. Set it off, start Ark of the Covenant, sea brains melt with no heart, just lot of trouble, but meat stains. Yeah, what a lark, rib muscles got some elite pain from all the laughing that I get when asshole act. Give up an action pack, just doing half the rap. I do it through other hope chicks, they'll see the 3 chain, 4 chain, 4chan. Post might get you more fans. Anonymity for douchebaggery seems like your stance. No Vance asking you to move a crowd with no hands. That's what I'm here to do. Signature move, take your fans. Just accept that like you're pulling TTC move. Sleeping on the job and charge more than you need to. Don't mean I hate pages, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Willing to earn the love you fuck if you think that's beneath you. Any lazy show is offending me. So we're down to give it a century. And you're wondering what's the chemistry? Yeah, we do it with thought and energy. Any lazy show is offending me. So we're down to give it a century. And you're wondering what the chemistry? On for the lithium, do it with thought and energy. Yeah. Cool. The pedal does more things. But I just like this. I'm gonna go to the bank one day and try to order checks with this, and it will take forever. And they'll be like weirded out. They'll be like, what the hell's going on? All right, enough of that for now. I'm gonna get into another song, and this one, let's see. How's everybody feeling? Everybody's all right tonight? Cool. A smattering of people, but that's all right. That's all right. Oh, man. You're getting the sneak preview. See, if you've ever tried to perform with video, it's challenging. We should have a talk later. Okay. This song is just about how I do like weird rap stuff and people don't always appreciate it, but whatever. It doesn't matter, all right? It's cool. Like, you know, I like old school Voltron. He's nice. All right. This song's called Cuppa, as in I'm not everybody's cup of tea. It's just how it goes. And the rap goes a little something like this. Yeah, Hard tracks with no N-word or gun talk. You're not black or just censor the fun part. Do not laugh, I'm a mensch with a hunt spot times 10K since 8. I feel your thoughts. Rappers should get on, get wrecked, get gone. Instead it's orphan black and T.O. just some prissy clones. Informal sex reveal your shtick of rich be wrong. Hurry up and get on that Kickstarter kick to get your bones right like Cairo. Money won't decide your worth, but I work, so what the fuck do I know? Trying to make a jam that'll shake up your spinal. Instead I write a rap about comic books and philo. Pastry, hate me, that's a world that I don't really know, cause I don't go on YouTube to find your racist comments to recheck your cheat, Chuck E. Cheese. I'm not a player, I just eat. Don't like the flavor of mesquite? Then why you grilling? Rappers play the villain like children use anger to hide the feelings. Unwilling to let the skill speak for itself. Ditch the homophobia, obia from Diana. Raise the shit up like Sokovia. Use words for nerds and herb suffer. Along with my career, but clear, I'm no sucker. If you appreciate my pain, cause I know what I say is not everyone's cuppa. It's plain, a lane is not what the kids would call gangsta thanks to my mother. But if you like my shit, then I love ya. Cause I know what I say is not everyone's cuppa. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I don't jock trends or do coke. The inference raps a marathon. A bunch of y'all just win sprint. On tracks you running hard, I don't spark the shin splints. Just fables, no cradles, I don't rock for infants. Can't this be fun and not be simplistic? Complicated like GPS. Rappers plot the safest route to get loot. The truth that they're not Bill Gates with this rap shit. Plastic, my Voltron's die cast. Metal with the missile spring loaded, that fly fast. Settled on a weapon, this vocal, this locals. I mean, I used to get this by locals who tried rap a few years. The quick guess, they got their dick wet enough to give up, live up to my own expectations. It's a set of mine. Like pooping Mickey D, so my shit gets refined. Job title is MC, hustlers just don't apply. Words for nerds and herb suffer. Along with my career, but clear, I'm no sucker. If you appreciate my pain, cause I know what I say is not everyone's cuppa. It's plain, my lane is not what the kids would call gangsta thanks to my mother. But if you like my shit, then I love ya. Cause I know what I say is not everyone's cup of tea. Yeah. Thanks. You know, my favorite thing about that episode of Voltron, Defender of the Universe, is that when the spirit of the lion appears, when he's chopping the roe beast, I don't know if you were paying attention to all of that. So it's like, it's a giant robot, you know, of mechanical lions, but then the spirit of the lion encourages them to chop the cobra monster. I don't get why they did that. I don't get it. But in the meantime, this was the song that my computer really wanted me to play, and there's a reason why, probably, because I like to eat brunch a lot. That's just it. Like one day I did this song and someone tried to ask me about it. Oh yeah, thank you for the reminder to make it full screen. I appreciate that. Someone reminded me to make it full screen. See, we should talk. Maybe I need some management. All right. So brunch. One day I did this song, and at the end of it, someone was like, yo, God, I want to talk to you about the science behind the song. You know, you're talking about brunch. And I was like, because I like it, because it's tasty. That's it. So here we go. That's all it is. It's not that fancy. I just want everyone out to try it more than once. Don't you front, it's all about brunch. More than once. Don't you front, it's all about brunch. More than once. Don't you front, it's all about brunch. Yo, it's all about brunch. And my new manager, it's all about brunch. 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Usually on the weekends is when we blend. Like smoothies or omelets. Rappers think they're hard with a bad attitude. Still need to have food. Chill with the barking. Get friends, get talking. Get off your ass cause you don't do it so often. Get eggs, get coffee. Get salad, get off the carbs diet. Start trying protein if you want me. Muscles are Schwarzenegger without the cheating. Know that that's hard to do. Some foods be peaking your curiosity and insulin levels. It's like a roadblock thinking you need to go on special missions for good nutrition out your crib. You can get it from the breadings to the eggs Benedict. Nutritionists want a diss. I got my girl with this, so you ought to take notes. It might just raise hope to more than once. Don't you front, it's all about brunch. Try it more than once. Don't you front, it's all about brunch. Try it more than once. Don't you front, it's all about VB-R-U-N-C-H. Shit is really great. I ain't got nothing against dinner or dim sum, but our shit, son, brunch is the winner in any meal battle with or without cattle at mass appeal. Rattle through speakers as I eat the fajitas I heaped up few minutes prior. Chorizo will leave your whole mouth on fire. Release those beliefs so firmly trapped in your cap that you can only have egg products. That's a false fact from a false god. You could treat talk hard, you could treat locks hard. Drink a Caesar if you think having hair of the dog the picture solve the problem of a head throb. You got from drinking a whole squad the night before. Eat 2 waffles, might need more. Get hype before. Creme brulee, like the torch. Don't stifle yours. Life be short. Try explore. Some hype say poor. Find your course. Knife and fork. And try it more than once. Because it's all about wearing pastels. For some strange reason. I'm gonna do some more songs later. I got one more to do right now. It's a quickie, and then we'll get into some more other entertainment. But in the meantime, there's this thing that happens very often in rap, and she's listening very intently on what we're saying right now. Oh, man. Yo, my new manager, we gotta talk. I gotta get my act together. I'm really sorry about this. Is it full screen? Is it full screen? Yeah? Okay, this time? Excellent. So basically I have this situation that you probably are familiar with rap. You probably have a friend that lives in North York, and for some reason he sounds like he's from New York. And he maybe gets mixed up between North York and New York, but it's ridiculous. I made a song about it. It's called Fake Accent, and basically, fuck that shit. And it goes like this. Yeah. Uh-huh. You know what it is. I gotta tell you, yo, your accent is fake. Yeah, you're not from down south of the United States. Your accent is fake. Yeah, you're not from Jamaica, you just do that on stage. Your accent is fake. Sorry if you're embarrassed, it's your mistake. If you were playing a character, I'd say great, but you don't live in America and had to put on a face. I'm asked to add some attitude when you make shitty-ass music as the soup of the day. Some don't even know they're doing it, assume that's the way that they make tracks. Play that they live in the States where they're just visitors, no green card. This shit here I've seen lots of. The theme's not love. Thinking you're paying homage to music that you covered. If you love it, your own voice, I bet you wouldn't even bother with the fuckery between that of a rape scene and Rob Ford with his patois at the State Queen. Maybe that's too hyperbolic when a lot of different people live in different cultures that don't simply follow color lines. Clearly, not a thing that I mind. You don't want to be yourself, but what you want to be's a lie. When that's the case, I don't want to see my time wasted for someone's entertainment, saying shit that's racist. Like,
she's trying to sound black.
But there's more to this. Black rappers try to hide the origin. When the place they're from is on a sort of thin ice for being lit. See the fix, quick your spit, be the shit, boom, bump, solve. Fix for us all, but suddenly you're eroding any chance to get on with originality. Your cultural appropriation feels wrong, knowing where you're from when I hear your song. Your accent is fake. Yeah, it's fake bullshit. You're not from down south of the United States. Your accent is fake. Yeah, you need to stop that shit. You're not from New York, you're just in love with that place. Your accent is fake. You're not from Jamaica, you just do that on stage. Your accent is fake. It's fake bullshit. It's fake bullshit. It's fake bullshit. It's fake bullshit. And I'm not with it. Stop with the fake accents. It's disgusting. My name is More or Less. I like to rap about things that I like. You're going to see me do some more later. Thank you very much.
Keep it going for More or Less. Dude, thank you. All right, we're going to keep this show going. So something that we can do here that we can't do at other places is we have full control of the security cameras, and we can tap into them at any time. We haven't done this a lot, so if there's technical difficulties, that might happen, but who knows? Right now we got Emma and Miguel coming back with a special report from the main room. Emma and Miguel, what's going on?
It's just some bullshit, actually. It's like, don't invite us here to do your little program and then write these garbage bullshit jokes.
You're live.
We're on right now. Sorry, we're on right now.
Okay. And I am grateful to be here because I'm a huge fan of Dan's, as are you, Miguel.
Yeah, and my favorite thing about Dan sending us out here into the loud crowd and the games is that he only gave us one mic that we have to share. And he also sent us out here without a bodyguard. And I mean, Emma's a full-on Toronto Beyonce. She's so famous. So like, this is dangerous to have her out here. How do you feel? Comfortable?
I'm scared because my bodyguard isn't here, and she usually is around. A lot of people are recognizing me. They are. People don't want to make eye contact because they're shy. I feel sorry for them.
I know. I feel like you should just go up to someone and ask them what their favorite Beaverton episode of all time is.
Okay, hey, what's your favorite Beaverton episode of all time?
Sorry?
It's cool. Thanks for coming. Have a great
Thank you for coming to the rec room. Thank you. You really grabbed her really aggressively out of nowhere. That was pretty scary.
She like season 2, episode 3. She didn't want. She didn't want to say it. She's shy. She's like starstruck.
Honestly, she seemed like an Ep 3 type of woman, but I think this woman behind you, maybe we can ask her. Excuse me, can I ask you a question? Do you know who this is?
Here's a clue. I'm very, very famous.
You're on camera. We're on a show right now, and we're just gauging people's reaction to meeting Emma Hunter.
Sorry, I don't know.
She doesn't know what to say. She's so blown away.
It's cool. Keep going.
Thank you for not asking for an autograph or anything like over the top like that.
I don't care. I honestly don't care. I actually don't care.
This is so cool, like getting to be inside your sphere for a bit.
It's pretty intense. A lot of the time I walk out of my house, I have to wear a disguise, mustache, glasses, helmet. Sometimes I'm actually rollerblading for safety, but I can't. I honestly can't go anywhere anymore.
Yeah, we got some guys. Okay, excuse me. Can you come here for a sec? Come here for a sec. Hi. You guys are on this camera right here. We're talking to a lovely crowd back there. And I'm just wondering, how do you guys feel meeting Emma Hunter for the first time?
Bro, I knew I've seen you before, but I couldn't like figure it out where. I feel great now. I feel really great now.
She doesn't know from what. Could be anything.
Ask her to say what my name is.
I remember I just said her name before. And what is it again?
Her name is Emma Hunter.
Oh, wow.
Emma Hunterton.
Emma Hunterton. You win the ability to get on with your day. Get out of here. Everybody, get out. Get out of here. Dan, you sent us out here to be embarrassed.
Just a couple teens having some fun.
All right. Emma's going to go have fun with her teen friends, and I'm going to send it back over to you, Dan, back on stage. This really backfired. It turns out someone did know who Emma Hunterton was, after all. Back to you,
Canadian
Dan, on
showbiz,
stage.
everybody. A little taste for ya. So, do you guys, it's...
Still teens.
You can cut the feed.
I feel like...
Just cut everything. Okay, awesome. Give it up for those guys. They're trying.
Guys, tell
They're
us
trying.
a little bit about yourselves. You're on it. We're done.
This is insane. Okay, so here's what I was going to tell you before, but I wanted you to see more or less more than I wanted you to hear this story, but I'm going to rip it out right now. Back when I had pneumonia, I did the most embarrassing thing ever. I want to share it with you, and then I'm going to bring up your next act. So I was delirious with pneumonia. I couldn't even get out of bed. I was like so tired, right? And so I was doing weird things, and I was on the internet a lot. And on Facebook, my aunt said, "It's your 15-year-old cousin Kelly's birthday. Why don't you say happy birthday to her?" So I said happy birthday, and then I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add her on Instagram, because she's 15 now. Why not, right? And the only thing I really know about Kelly is that she likes horses. You know, like you have someone in your family, you don't know anything about them, but you know one thing? I know Kelly likes horses. So I go on Instagram, and I find this GIF of a neon horse running, and I'm like, I send it to her in a private message, right? And I say, hello. And then she sends back a question mark. And I'm like, what the hell was that? So I write back, you know like? And then she doesn't respond for a week. And I can't stop thinking about it because she's 15. Like, what else does she have to do? I'm sick. It's all I want is some communication. And I'm like, what's going on? So then after a week of waiting, I go back on Instagram to see what happened. And I noticed that when you press play on that neon horse GIF, when it starts running, it has a big pink neon horse dick swinging between its legs. That's what I sent my 15-year-old cousin on her birthday. which isn't even the worst part. The worst part, by far, is the you-know-like. You-know-like? When your cousin sends horse dicks on your 15th birthday? This is it. And then I message her, I'm like, ha, I'm really sick, I didn't see the horse dick. That's all real. So then she doesn't get back to me. I'm like, didn't see the horse dick, really sick, super delirious, so embarrassing. Then she doesn't respond, so I find her on Facebook. I'm like, check your Instagram, didn't see the horse dick. Like, harassing her at this point, right? And then finally, there it is. That's what I sent her. And then finally, she gets back to me and she says, LMFAO or whatever kids say, I didn't see the dick. See, I'm really sick, not firing on all cylinders. Literally one of the most embarrassing LMAOOOI. I didn't even notice the dick. I just didn't even recognize. She didn't even know it was me. I could have gotten away with it. And I sent her a million messages. I was at home, like, waiting for my aunt to call me and be like, Kelly hasn't left her room in a week. Since her birthday, she's been really upset. Anyways, nothing came of it. Everything worked out. Apparently my family's sick and these kinds of jokes happen all the time. I'm gonna bring up your next act. I want you guys to go so loud, turn up the volume. You can start cheering right now for Daniel Woodrow.
I love being brought up to horse cock. Thank you. I love being brought up to horse penis. Thank you. How are you guys doing? Isn't this the best free acid trip ever? Woo! What is happening? I don't know. I'm here. I don't even feel like I'm allowed in this room. It's like a steakhouse. Do you guys know there's a comedy show going on, or is this a hostage situation? What's going on? You guys look scared. I feel like I'm at a wedding doing a speech right now. Half you guys like, this is long. When do I get to go smoke a joint outside? All right. We okay? We're on the same page? Let's wake up. Okay, what are you doing there? What's going on in your area there? Got some anxiety or what? He's got ripped up his beer labels all. You know when you, I'm not gonna call you out. It means you're sexually frustrated, but when you rip it up into pieces, it means you're also a psychopath. I read that. I saw that on Ellen, so it's true. Well, you guys look cool. You guys are, I'm not a rapper. If you guys think that I'm gonna start rapping, that's probably racism. I'm just a different black guy on the mic. So sorry to disappoint you. I actually can't rap, so can't play basketball either, so I'm pretty much the worst black guy ever. All right. I do watch a lot of YouTube because I work 7 minutes a day. You're welcome. I'm here at work. I made it. I'm gonna play video games after. It's a hard day. Hard day. I like watching old stuff, Canadian Heritage Minutes. You guys know those? Remember those? They're good. Very old. This is a dated joke. Not really, but I just watch literally old stuff. Because I remember them as a kid. I'm like, let's see what we were proud of. Half of them are weird. Some of them are like things like, are we proud of that? I don't know. That's weird. Here's one. Asian kid goes into a mine with a vial of acid. The mine explodes. He comes out of the mine with soot in his face. They're like, a Canadian Heritage Minute. You're like, what? What did you just tell me? Like, well, we didn't kill all the slaves that built the railroad. What do you want from us? We're Canadian. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't write history. Don't be mad at me. You're like, can we laugh? I don't know. It's 2018. I might go to jail for laughing at that joke. Another one. Native guy on the top of a mountain with two white guys. You already know this is going bad, right? He's outnumbered. So they're like, what do you call this land? What do you call this? He's like, Canada. They're like, oh, Canada. Cool, cool. And the other guy's like, that's not what he said. He's like, yep, it's Canada. A Canadian Heritage Minute. That's it, you know what I mean? It's our first example of not listening to natives, a tradition we've carried on strongly ever since. Thank you. Give me that corn. Shut up. It's our land now. Sorry, that got real. That got real. All right. I don't like swimming in lakes because I like to live. I don't know. I can swim. Don't be racist. Just had to say. I can swim. I did take swimming lessons. I failed 3rd level because I wanted to use the slide. Like, why are you making me do laps, but you have a rope swing and a slide? I'm 7 years old. What's happening? You know what I mean? But I don't like lakes. You can't see what's around you. It's weird. Is anyone else like that? Do you think it's weird swimming in lakes? She's saying yes. Does anyone not care? You'll just swim, whatever, puddle, Doesn't matter. I don't know, people are like, there's nothing to worry about. I'm like, yeah, except for leeches, water snakes, snapping turtles, that parasite that swims up your pee hole that I saw on River Monsters on Netflix. It's only in the Amazon or whatever, but if you know anything about rivers, right into your pee hole. That's how. I don't know. And oceans, some people just jump off a boat, 100-foot deep water, swim around, they don't care. Why? You know what I mean? We don't know anything about the ocean. Literally, we know nothing. We haven't even tried to learn about the ocean. There's a Tesla in space right now, but we don't know anything more than 1% of the ocean. I'm mad. Do you see how mad I am? It's inside. I'm inside mad. They were like, we're gonna send it to Mars. Oops, missed. Oh well. Good thing we're filming it live. I don't know what's happening. I want to know if there's monsters in the ocean right now. You know what I mean? They went by Pluto in a satellite and we're like, nope, not a planet. They're like, is it there? Like, yep, just a little bit smaller than we thought. Erase the textbooks. Thanks for your $1 billion. You know what I mean? We don't know anything about the ocean. One guy went in 1960 to the bottom of the ocean, and then the next guy was James Cameron after he made Avatar. You know what I mean? He's like, I have so much money, I might as well just go down to the bottom, check it out. You know what I mean? People go scuba diving. Why? There's other places to commit suicide that are easier. You know what I mean? Like, are you trying to find the sharks? Where are you going? They're like, I know one place we're not allowed because we can't breathe there. Let's try it anyways. You know what I mean? Of course. We don't know anything about this place. Let's just go down there, check it out. And you're always in a place, you know, in a country, a foreign country. You didn't pay enough to be on this boat because you tried to bargain with the person. You didn't tip. They're like, here's your tank of mystery air. Don't go down too fast. Don't come up too fast. Don't go left. Don't go right. Don't lose the line. Watch out for sharks and jellyfish. Okay, sploosh. Can you swim? I don't care. You know what I mean? Thank you. You guys don't scuba dive, I guess. Has anyone gone skydiving? No. You're like, no, we like the ground, mostly. Somebody whistled over there. You went skydiving? Were you strapped to someone when you went? Right, yeah. That's why I can't go. You know what I mean? Not that I'm strapped to someone. It's just that you go skydiving with your friends. I don't trust my friends. You know what I mean? That's someone they can manipulate, you know? They're not rich. They can pool all their money together, pay the guy I'm strapped to pretend we're dying so they can film me for YouTube. They would do that. They would do that. That's why I can't go. Because I'm paranoid, right? What if something does happen? The chute doesn't open, right? The dude's like, I'm so sorry, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Chute doesn't open. We're going down. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm like, nice one, guys. Good one. Ha, 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 ha. Nice YouTube video. And then I go to my death, and they're like, yeah, he did go to his death very peacefully. It was weird. He gave us thumbs up. That's going to haunt me for a bit. All right. Thank you. Suicide joke while you're eating. It's not really, it's an accidental death joke, really, if you want to be technical. I don't care, guys. You know what I mean? I'm here, you're here, let's get on with it, you know what I mean? This guy ripped up his thing, he's pissed off. There's video games you can get aggression out on over there, don't worry, you'll be fine. We'll hang out, we'll all smoke a joint. Can I say that in here? It's not July yet, all right. I was on King Street the other day partying. I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you a physical location so you can picture it. It's not even a cool place to party at all. But there's this guy crossing the road, jaywalking. His friends were like, bro, there's cops right there, don't do that. He's like, I'm wearing a $50,000 watch right now. Do you think cops are gonna say anything? And I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not white and I don't have that expensive a watch. Maybe that's the secret code, you know? They're like, officer. He's like, all right, I'll arrest a black guy. You're a stupid me. Too soon? Okay, thank you. Always too soon for that joke. All right. But the thing is, I saw him get out of an Uber with 5 guys. One of them was in the trunk, you know what I mean? You don't even have Uber XL money. Like, I know you're faking it. Like, what are you talking about? If I had $50,000 to spare, I'm not putting it on my wrist. I'm getting a human to carry me to the club every night, you know what I mean? That's good for at least 1,000 carries, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 100, it depends how strong they are. Plus, like, who yells that at 2 a.m. on King Street? I'm not even a criminal. I'll steal it. You know what I mean? That's an easy heist. People rob banks for that. I can run fast. He's an idiot. I'm getting away for sure. You know what I mean? I'll tell you this. I probably have to go. I don't know. Maybe I'll just stay here forever, take over. I don't know. My parents, they are white people. I don't know how to transition into it. It's weird. You guys are going to look at me like, no, they're not. and then I'm gonna have to explain. Okay, here we go. My real mom's white, stepdad's white, my half-sister's white, and then there's me photobombing every photo since I was born. You know what I mean? Neighbors are like, who's this black kid? Why does he have so many chores? Should we call the police? I don't know. I thought that was illegal. Thank you. It's a slavery joke. You're welcome. I'm not saying my parents are racist or anything. I'm just saying they had a push mower and a lawn tractor, and I could only use the push mower. So I don't know what that says about it. I was also 12. I don't know I'm doing anything with blades, but the reason why I'm telling you this is because when I was 12, I asked for a bike for my birthday, and I got it, obviously, because they're white. That's how that works. Get what you want, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Some of your parents still pay for your condo, you know what I'm saying? See how quiet the guy Just don't look at me. Stop looking at me. Stop. I bike to my friend's house. I leave the bike at the end of the driveway. I'm like, bro, come out. And I go inside. I'm like, come out and check out the bike. Let's go check it out. We go out. Bike's gone already. Stolen. 30 seconds. I don't know how that happens. You know what I mean? I live in the suburbs with my white parents. This is weird. This is unusual. You know what I mean? You can usually leave things for a couple minutes until the drunk crackhead guy comes and takes it, or whatever, the Billy or whatever, the town guy, you know him. You don't know him. You guys don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. There's a lot here. Anyways, I get home, because then I gotta go tell my parents the bike that they just bought me 30 seconds ago is stolen. Like, they're white, but they're not that white. They're not gonna be like, we have another bike! It's like kind of an Oprah, but you know. I don't know what sound Ellen makes when she gives stuff away, but I would do that. She just dances. I don't know what Ellen does. I don't know. So then my stepdad calls me up to the shed, which is weird when you're in trouble, right? You know what I mean? I've seen movies like Old Yeller. I know it goes down in the shed. If you haven't seen Old Yeller, 1950s classic, black and white, family dog. It gets rabies and they shoot it in the shed. I don't know why that's a movie. No one asked for that. Nobody asked for that story. You know what I mean? They're like, you know what story we'd never heard of? A dog dying from rabies. I guess it is pretty original. Nobody wanted it, you know what I mean? Nobody asked for it. We get to the shed. Stepdad slides the door open and points inside. And my bike's there because they stole it to teach me a lesson not to leave it near the road. The only lesson that taught me is they're master thieves and actors, and I can't trust them ever, you know what I mean? Because that's how white people punish their kids, with psychological damage. I don't understand what's going on, because apparently spanking is abuse. All right, I'm Danny Woodrow. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.
Keep it going for Daniel Woodrow. Yep. Do you have any shows coming up, Dan?
Yeah, I have a show June 2nd at Comedy Bar at 11 p.m. If you want to watch me do some of these jokes, other jokes, talk to the crowd, other people, stuff that...
And where can they see you online?
Follow me on Instagram at Mr. Woodrow. I post stuff that are things. All right,
and if you forget that, you can always use Google Daniel Woodrow. Oh, man. The next guest we have is all the way from the Toronto Spiritual Association, the Toronto Island Spiritual Association. It might get a little cold in here when he gets up here. He somehow escaped the island. He's got some great news for you guys. Give it up for, he's a ghost, Fred.
Hey!
Oh, baby.
How's everybody doing? Woo! Give me some love. All right, Dan. Yeah, man. I'll stand around here.
How you doing, Fred?
Oh, great. Fred Ward. Formerly ghost of the island, but let's just say things changed.
Well, I'm happy you made it off the island somehow.
Yeah, I wish to get off the island. I wish for a little bit of expanded territory, and guess what? I got it.
Cool.
Give me some love if you think that I deserve it. Okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dan, I got some huge news for everyone at the rec room, the service staff, the gaming staff, all the folks in the condos, all the hacks who've been here tonight. And for you, Dan.
Yeah, what is it?
I have the song of the summer.
Oh.
You want to hear it?
Do you guys want to hear the song of the summer?
Okay, good. No,
all right,
wait,
well.
Folks, chill out. You guys are raging out. Okay, all right. Dan, take a hike, and I'm going to let these folks have it.
All right, I'm going to give the stage to this ghost.
All right, so let me just set you up a little bit. I do a lot of remixes. I am a ghost, but I'm also a DJ, you know what I mean? I got a lot of aspirations, goals, that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm here to show you what I got. I'm here to show you the musical talent I have. Small problem. On the ferry over from the island, I lost all my hardware. You know what I mean? I lost my CDs, my mini discs, my MP3s. You know what I mean? They fell off. It was super windy and misty. So, anyways. What I'm trying to tell you now is I do have a new territory, so it is a good day, but I'm hungry for more. I want a bigger territory. So I need you to help me out before I get going here. When I say Bremner, you say front. Bremner. 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 That's my new territory. Give it up if you know that area. I don't know where that ends on the east. I don't know where that ends on the west. But yeah, it's fair. It's big enough. I'm trying to push it to King, though. You know what I mean? Wellington, even. So check this out. Toto Africa, the remix. And I need you folks to be honest with me. When I'm done with this song, I'm going to get you to vote on if it's the song of the summer or the song of the winter. And that's on you ultimately. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I'm going to walk you through it, right? Because I don't have any stuff to go along. So, play. Where's the sound, right? The first 45 seconds of my song, only dogs can hear, right? They're going wild. Starts to get a little bit louder, a little subsonic, you know what I mean? Starts to grow. Hard cut. The next 45 minutes, yes, minutes, are only for dogs. Take off, let your dogs play. Then it comes back super hard. Then it kind of gets quiet and you hear a voice. Hurry, boy, I waited there for you. Cuts off again, but it comes back way stronger. Just basically a choir now. I guess the rain's down in Africa. Hurry, boy, I guess the rain's down in Africa. Hurry, boy, I guess 100 men of Mars could have a do. And then drums kick back in like. Then I mixed in some drill sounds, but to a rhythm. Stuff like that. Then a couple snakes, like. And then, like, I call this one the mailman dog. So just imagine a dog delivering mail, like, oh. But it's to the rhythm, you're in the song. And then just basically a truck backing up for 10 straight minutes, like, beep, 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 beep. Sounds tedious. You get into it, trust me. It's its own thing. And then it goes back to just pure silence, but only just really sharp sounds for the dogs. So they'll be sick or scared. And then when it comes back, and we're about 2 hours and 45 minutes now into the track. Toto Africa. That's not in the original, but I added it, you know what I mean? Just one British boy. I guess the rain's down in Africa. The girl from Game of Thrones, she just starts being like, you know nothing, Jon Snow. You know nothing, Jon Snow. And then you have some Street Fighter sound effects like, and yeah, just a hard end. And you think you hear someone typing on a keyboard for about 2 days or so after that. Okay, folks, it's time for the vote. Do you think that was the song of the summer? Fair. Can't cheer for both now. Do you think that was the song of the winter? Okay, harsh tokes for me. I needed the song of the summer. I'll stick to my current boundaries, and I won't be seeing you at Wellington or King. Okay, folks, keep it going for Dan Galea and all the other good acts
Give it up
here.
for Fred. He's a ghost. It's amazing he could even make himself be seen. So when you think about it that way, he's doing a lot for a ghost. You guys ever see someone in like a public place, like a laundry room or something, and you want to say something because you think they're attractive? Well, that's what this next video is all about. Give it up for Cheap Smokes.
Excuse me. Drop this.
Thanks. Excuse me? Yeah. You drop that.
Hey, you! And you drop this.
That's not mine.
Yes, this is yours.
No.
I see it fall out of there and on the floor. Look at what she leaves on my floor.
Disgusting.
Look at what
That's
she leaves
not
on my
mine.
floor. You buy, why you keep? Throw it away. You can buy a whole pack for $2. It's easy. Look at this. That's disgusting. Look at what you left on that.
Go away.
Okay, fine. You do this last week too.
Sorry, but
Yeah.
we're still good. Every time.
Shit stains, right? Can't have a comedy show without a few shit stains. I gotta be honest with you guys, I feel kind of bad. I brought Emma and Miguel from the Beaverton, and I kind of feel like I fucked up. Like, I didn't write good jokes for them at the beginning, and then I kind of just made them go in the main room, and I didn't even give them enough microphones, and they feel like they're probably pretty pissed.
Make some noise for Dan. Come on, Dan, don't feel that bad. Come on.
All right,
Look,
well.
we actually had a good time. Emma, she's going to join a band with those teens.
Really? You had a good time, Emma?
Yeah, I did not have a good time. But the 17-year-old girl asked if I wanted to start a band, and I don't know if it's that I'm gonna be 34 or what, but I think I have like a teen idol thing going on, like with my face and body. So I'm gonna do it. Girls just want to have fun. You know
The best thing to do if you're a teen idol is announce that you're 34 years old, for sure. Because that will go real far.
Well, I guess it all kind of worked out then. I guess you're going to be in a band, and that kind of made the night worth it for you, and you got to wear this shirt out, so...
I was very much looking forward to wearing this shirt.
So I guess I didn't do such a bad job after all. I guess I'm pretty damn good.
Not really. Fuck you, Dan. Thanks so much for coming out. But we had a shit time. Sorry about all the money, but we are going to spend it, so yeah.
Okay, well, at least you got paid. Give it up for Miguel and Emma. They really were great sports. I lined them up for disaster, and they made it through alive. So we're across the street from the, I will only call it the Sky Dome, and at the Sky Dome, the Blue Jays play, and we've been trying to do more stuff that has to do with the area, and so we sent out a correspondent from the DG Special to talk to some Blue Jay fans last home game, and why don't you check out what happened? Garrett Jameson was on the scene.
Hi, I'm Garrett Jameson. I'm here with the DG Special. We're at the Rogers Center, formerly Sky Dome, and we're going to ask people about the what's its, the who's its, and the gots its. I'm, of course, talking about the Toronto Blue Jays playing the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, the Kings. I mean, The Lakers. They're going to be playing the Lakers today. They're the Angels of the outfield, if you know what. Hey, let's get in there, shall we? Hi, I'm Garrett Jameson, and I'm talking to
Craig.
Hello, Craig. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Yourself?
Pretty good. Are you a Angels fan or Blue Jays fan?
I'm a Blue Jays fan.
Yeah, I could tell. I could tell.
I'm wearing some of the gear, so yeah.
Yeah. Are you one of the players?
No. Unfortunately, that dream was shattered when I was very young. So.
What did you play?
I played third base and I played a little outfield as well.
Third base. You know what I'm talking. We know where third base is. Boom! You're not eating a hot dog. Don't ever confuse your kaleidoscope with your pepper mill. You know, just yeah. Boom! Are you a big baseball fan?
No, not at all.
You have glasses under your glasses.
Yes, I do.
I don't have that. I just have.
You just have glasses on your face.
Right? They're just on my nose. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care. Pointing. Do you have any advice for the Jays?
Hit some balls in the outfield.
That's the best. That's the best coaching advice you can hear all day. Boom! Wearing earplugs is one of the only times that you're responsible and irresponsible at the same time. I love wearing T-shirts because they got the tags on them. So if you wear them inside out and backwards, it's like you got a tiny little bib right here. And if you just wear them inside out, it's like you got a tiny little cape, so you're like kind of like a shitty superhero.
Yeah, that seems somewhat reasonable.
When someone drops the charges, that's a good thing. Unless you work on a submarine, and when someone drops the charges, oh man. Boom! That's a nautical joke. Boom! I always think like baseball is much like porn, right? There's always the sexual innuendos, right?
Oh yeah, of course. You know, sliding into home, whatever you want to call.
Pants are full of foam. Boom! The bullpen catcher is kind of like the fluffer, if you picture that, right? That's true, right?
Well, I'm not an expert in bullpen catching, but sure, yeah.
How many angels does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know. Do you have an answer?
Yeah, they don't care what a light bulb is because the good light is from within here. So it's really your heart. Let it in. Let Jesus into your heart, everybody. I like wearing lotion. You like wearing lotion? I like wearing it on my hands, right? But I'm not good at trying it on. Like I'll be in Lush and I'll be putting it on, but it always looks like I'm scheming. Like I'm like, yeah. Right? Right? And they'll be like, please get out of the store. And I'm like, I'll be back. Boom! Getting laughs out of people. That's what I strive for every waking moment of my life. Boom! So, are you a Jays fan?
Oh, sure.
Do you like jokes?
Yes.
So smokers smoke cigarettes and non-smokers smoke bread, right? There. Thank you. That's all. Yeah, thank you. Boom! That's how it's done. I've been Garrett Jameson, live from the Rogers Center, formerly known as Sky Dome. Go Toronto Blue!
That was Garrett Jameson, one of the DG special correspondents. Dan Tamisian has made those videos. Big shout out to Dan T. You guys ready for your last comic of the night? Your headliner, if you will? All right, you can check this guy out online. He has a podcast called Utopia to Me, but right now he's going to be doing some stand-up. Give it up for Chris Locke.
Thanks. Do I look like a Vanilla Ice guy? Damn it. Hey guys, welcome to my giant restaurant. I did it! I built the biggest restaurant. Do you like it? There's an eagle up there. It's coming for you. Finish your pizza. Keep it going for Dan Galea, everyone. He corralled a bunch of simpletons into my giant restaurant. What a bunch of losers. All right, let's go. Just kidding. What if the CN Tower fell on us right now? Shit. Do you ever think about that? This is kind of immature, but I always think of the CN Tower having sex with the Sky Dome. Do you do that? When the roof's open, the CN Tower's like, maybe, right? And then its jizz is just a bunch of people falling out to their death. Come on! Help And then the CN Tower's like, oh, yeah. That's not how my stand-up goes. Help! Anyways, most tragedies are just a ton of people coming. The thing is somewhere else. Do you guys ever, anyways, the thing is do you guys like creatures? Yeah, me too. I like creatures better than human beings now, because you read the news, right? Human beings are done, we suck, but I like other creatures. But here, just because this is what made me think about it. For example, I was I was using the urinal in the bathroom before I came on, and there was a bug in the urinal, and at first I was like, ew, gross, right? But then I realized, no, wait a minute, I'm the one peeing on the bug, right? The bug's probably like, oh my God, are you fucking serious? And then I'm like, ew, gross. You know what I mean? All of you better laugh or I'll fucking kill you. I don't care. Why do you think I built this place? For you to placate to my whims. I'm a naughty king. Laugh for me or else off with your head. You know what I mean? The thing is no, because creatures, because here's the thing. I think a lot of creatures get a bad rap before we, it's just woven in the fabric of our lives. We don't even think about it, right? Like here, for example, the other day I was walking through High Park, and all of a sudden this rodent came running up to my leg, and I thought it was a rat, so I instantly went like this, right? Like, ugh! Right? But this is where I'm disappointed with myself, because my whole demeanor changed when I realized it wasn't a rat, it was a chipmunk, right? I went from to you're better, you know? That's not fair, right? Poor rat. They're both rodents. Why do we think that way, right? And I was thinking about it, and it's because, what do you think? When you see a rat, what do, right? You're like, ugh, get away from my ass, right? But then when you see a chipmunk, you're like, get in there. Well, pretend your tail is my tail, you know? Thank you, thank you. That's what it is, it's the tail, right? Because the tail in a rat is disgusting. It looks like a worm that grew out of a piece of rotten meat, right? Whereas the tail on a chipmunk looks like a jazzy earring on your mom's head, you know? She's like, I'm still young, right? And you're like, yeah, man. Yes. What would you guys do if I just started flying? I feel like I could do anyways. After this set, I'm gonna just go live over there and become the Phantom of the Opera of this place. It's a really weird haunted cathedral we're in. The thing is I went to this coffee shop recently, speaking of creatures, and I'm looking at this donut behind the glass, and then there's a fly crawling around on the donut. And then I look up, and the guy that works there is looking at the fly too. And then he looks at me and gives me this look like, oh, you're too good for flies, you know? Oh, no, please, give me the donut with the fly on it, and do you have croissants with spiders in them, you know? A fly ruins anything it lands on. It devalues it right away, right? You don't add value if a fly is on it, you know what I mean? Everything's worthless as soon as, could you imagine if your daughter brought home a man she wanted to marry and there was a fly on his head? Right? You'd be like, shit, you know? I blew it. Kia! Did some of you physical comedian fans like that one? So I am a dad, though. I do have a daughter. I have a daughter. Is anyone scared for her? I have a daughter, and it's very nice. She's awesome. I'm trying to be a good dad, too, right? One of those dads that sticks around, but it's fucking hard, eh? And I don't want to be one of those bad dads that takes off in a leather jacket on the motorcycle, abandons the family, and has, so much fun, you know what I mean? Imagine I just flew away. Anyways, This is so weird. I mean, I feel like even if I got naked, you guys wouldn't be able to see my dick because you don't care. I'd be like, look at my dick, and you'd be like, pizza here is good. The CN Tower is falling soon, though. That's why I brought it up. The thing is I'm trying to be a good dad, but I don't know my daughter's already smarter than me. Like, for example, she's 2, she already knows more. Like, she came into my bedroom the other day, and she goes, Daddy, why are you sad? And I'm like, I'm not sad, I'm hungover, right? And then she goes, what's that? And I'm like, well, that's when I stay up all night drinking whiskey, you know what I mean? And then she goes, well, why do you do that? And I'm like, because I'm sad. Oh, look at you, smarty pants. Good girl. Very good. Anyways, I don't know how to ride this rhythm of this haunted cathedral. Welcome back to Just for Laughs. This is what it feels like. So the thing is she's smarter than me. I don't know what kind of dad I want to be. I'm trying to be a good dad, but I don't know what advice to give her. I'm a ding-dong, like you guys have clearly seen. Here, I'll give you an example. We're in the park the other day, and it's a beautiful sunny day. She's eating a sandwich under the sun. Beautiful, perfect father-daughter moment. Very nice, right? But then I don't know, all of a sudden this homeless man comes in front of us, and I know I shouldn't assume that he's homeless, but if he had a home, it was messy. And then when he gets in front of us, he bends over to pick something he found on the ground. What is it, a ruby or a cigarette? Probably a cigarette. And then as he's bending over to pick it up, his giant white dirty ass is sticking out of his pants right in my daughter's face. And I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. The world's fucked. Don't date him. She wants everything that we have now because she wants to be an adult, but like I said, she's just a little kid. Like, for example, I was eating this big bag of barbecue chips to myself. Obviously, you guys have already figured why I've got the body of a Mario brother. It's because of that. I was eating this big bag of barbecue chips, and she's reaching for them, and I pull them away. But when I pull them away, this is what I say. I go, no, these are daddy's medicine, right? Which is funny, right? Because a few years from now, when I die from a heart attack, she'll be like, I don't know what happened to Dad. He ate medicine all the time, right? Every day he ate bags of medicine on the couch watching Narcos. Okay? And what else is in the news? Do you guys like chips? Yeah, chips. What about everyone playing games in the other room? Do they like chips? Go find out. And then let me know. The thing is do you guys want to just go to the aquarium and get eaten by a shark? That'd be crazy, right? Okay, let's do that. Anyways, the thing is if I went over to the aquarium and fell into the shark tank and then a shark started eating me, I would go, I knew it. You know what I mean? Anyways. This is killing me. Do you like chips for real? Don't fuck with me. Do you like chips? Do you like chips so much that you have happy chip memories that you access when you're depressed? That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes when I'm having a panic attack, I'll be like, think of chips, I have this chip memory I want to share with you guys. It's totally true. Came back recently. This is a totally true chip memory. When I was 6 years old, I'm shopping for snacks with my granddad, and I got this big bag of chips, and just for a lark, I look up to him and I go, hey, Granddad, what kind of flavors of chips did you have when you were my age, And seriously, this is totally true. This is what he answered. He goes, oh, apple, banana, grape. Even at the time, as a kid, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I couldn't forget that. For years, I'd stop what I was doing and be like, grape chips, Until finally, 20 years later, I'm a full-grown adult man, and I remind him of that thing, and he goes, I meant popsicles. Yes. A man who remembers grape chips in the back. What else do you guys want to do? Seriously, I'm dead serious. Let's go to the aquarium and get ripped apart by piranhas. I think it's easy. Anyways. Oh my God, something's leaking from here. We're fucked. Wait, are we under the aquarium? Anyways, imagine I was like, the other day and then a shark fell on my head. And then I did the bit my feet are sticking out of his mouth and then the microphone is just going into the shark's ass. And that's how I do the rest of my bit. Come on! Woo! Wow, the imagination is wild, am I right? The thing is, okay, so I'm a dad. I'm walking down the street recently, and I bump into this guy that I hadn't seen in years. We used to work together. But then all of a sudden, he's like, hey, man, what have you been up to this whole time? Right? And you know, someone from the past, now the pressure's on. You want to look amazing, cool. You want to look like you have the best life ever, right? Rich, successful. You want to be like, oh, don't worry about me. I own a yacht, and everyone I have sex with is kind, you know? But I didn't say that, but it doesn't matter what I was telling him, because as I was telling him what I've been up to, my saliva made a bubble, and it flew out of my mouth past his face. That doesn't matter, right? He'll be talking to someone and be like, hey, I hear Chris is doing well in comedy. He'd be like, who cares? Bubbles fly out of his mouth. That guy's gross. But when I was telling him what I've been up to, you know, after the bubble flew past his face, I go, well, okay, honestly, I'm a dad now. I got a baby, so I'm tired all the time. You understand? I have a baby, so I'm tired. You understand what I'm saying? And then he goes like this, seriously. He goes, oh, don't worry. I can relate. Because someone in my building just had a baby, and I can hear it through the vent. That's not the same, right? You can't be a vent dad. Imagine you heard a baby crying through a vent, and you're just like, hush, little baby, don't you cry. Vent dad can smell you. On its birthday, you waft the aroma of cake through the vent, thinking about you. These jokes destroy when the ceiling is right here. When the ceiling's right here, and then the audience is right, we're all hugging and we're all nude, it's the best. Imagine you're a baby lying in a crib and then all of a sudden through the vent you hear, thinking about you. Just something for your imaginations to ponder. This is a new thing that just happened recently that I noticed. My daughter's really into fairy tales a lot. And I read them to her and we watch the Disney ones. She likes those a lot. And this is what I've noticed so far is that all the fairy tales, all they are is just fairy tales, they all hate old women. That's it, right? You ever read a fairy tale? Like Sleeping Beauty, they're all the same. A beautiful princess is born, and then an old woman shows up like, yo, you like that? You know? I hate it, right? And everyone's like, all right, right? In Sleeping Beauty, she's like, when she's 15, she's gonna prick her finger and fall asleep for 100 years. And then everyone's like, why, you know? And then she's like, well, then have sex with me still. Anyways, I don't know what the real issue is. But it's really weird. Snow White even, right? What's Snow White? Snow White is just like an old witch that when she looks in the mirror, she's like, mirror, mirror on the wall. Do I still got it or what, you know? And then the mirror's like, shit, have you seen Snow White though? And and then she's like calls a hunter into her office or whatever, the office in the castle. And she's like, cut out Snow White's heart and put it in a fucking box. And he's like, hey, aye. It's really weird. But anyways, Snow White is beautiful, but maybe you guys don't remember this from the Disney movie, but this is totally true. I watched it with my daughter recently. Snow White is beautiful, but the jealous witch keeps her in rags and makes her wipe down a fucking well all the time. Make sure the well is clean, anyways. And then this this handsome prince comes along. They don't know each other at all, but instantly they're in love. But Snow White is super shy and like nervous. So what she does in the movie, this is totally true, is she kisses a dove, sends it to the prince, and then the dove kisses the prince on the mouth. And the prince is like, nice, got it. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Like, the movie's made in the 40s, so I don't know, maybe that was a thing in the 40s, right? In the 1940s, they were like, yes, you always send the dove first. Could you imagine if I liked a woman and that's what I did? I was like, go to her, you know? And then the bird lands on her lips and starts pecking at her teeth, and I'm like, I like you. I hate some of you right now. I'm gonna kill you. That took so much effort out of my fat, tired body to act this out. Oh my God, I swear. Do you know what I'm talking about? Go Jays. The thing is, I was talking about Sleeping Beauty at this show the other night, and then this girl in the audience goes, the witch's name is Maleficent. And I was like, okay. Like, I'm gonna get up here and say, you know, Maleficent? Anyways, no one seems cool saying the word Maleficent. You know what I mean? Like, you could pull up in a Mustang with shades and a cigarette and roll down the window like, have you seen Maleficent? You know, anyways. Yo, where's Maleficent at? Anyways, it's roll is what I'm saying. I'm gonna say. But here's the thing, after I watch the fairy tale, or read the fairy tales to my daughter, when I leave her bedroom at night, I go, fairy tales. And then I sit down and I watch The Punisher on TV. Do you see what I'm saying? Every fucking night I watch some stupid violent hero blow people away. I think it's so weird. Even tonight, after this, I'm gonna go home. What is that, right? Sit on my couch, get cozy with that fleece blanket for $25 we all got for Christmas from Indigo. You remember that? Yeah, everyone. And then I get cozy on that on the couch, and then I eat a bag of chips and just watch men shoot other men in the head. What is that, right? Like the other day, I was like, every night I just sit on my couch, and on TV it's like, and I'm like, yeah, get him. You know what I mean? The other day I was watching this show, and on the show the guy goes, please, Punisher, spare me. And I'm like, no, don't spare him. And then the Punisher's like, and I'm like by myself in this dark living room like, did you see that? You know? I have to go to bed, I'm dumb, you know? And that's weird, that's violence, right? I don't like violence. When I see people fighting in the street for real, I hide under a larger woman's coat, you know? But I don't know why. It's like, even when I read, every morning, what do? When you read the news, right? You get up and you read the news and you're like, can't we all, peace on earth, everybody? Come on. Why do these people have to fucking bother these people? Come on, right? But then at night, watching TV, butt naked with the boner in your hand, you're like, bother that guy. Gah! I want you guys to come alive. I'll get you. That's all we do now is we watch Netflix. I'm married, I'm happily married, and some of you guys are like, shit, I want to fuck him so much. I'll take the ring off, I don't give a shit. Fuck yeah! And then all these people come out, help us! Call back. And technically that's true. If you think about it. She's loving it. You're like, I should have gone to the Royal Alexandra Theater. What's on now? Fucking Sting, the musical? Now musical theater is just like, what other album did you like in '78? I'm so sick of these old people ruining musical theater with their AM radio hits. Another one bites the dust, you know? And everyone's like, encore. Anyways, what am I talking about? Oh, you guys gonna see the Freddie Mercury movie? It's gonna be good, anyways. You know what I'm talking about? They can't make a musical now unless it's literally like we're being killed by nostalgia. That's what I'm saying. Every fucking weekend. You guys going to go see Solo? The Solo movie? Every weekend now we're just being bombarded on the head, beat to fucking death with nostalgia so that we forget that we're living a true life. You know what I mean? Every weekend it's just another version of us going like, Hi, Chewbacca. Hi, Chewie. Oh, who's that, son? That is Chewbacca. Hi, Chewie. Hi, Chewie. Hi, Chewbacca from my mind. I'm surprised they don't let us jack off in McDonald's. Why not at this point, am I right? Yeah, I'll have the... What do you guys think about my act? There are literally 50 fucking bats up here ready to swoop down on these fucking tables. Look, take it easy, all right? I am going to therapy. Does anyone here go to therapy? It's so fucking, Now that's a spicy cure for the head, am I right? I love therapy. Go to therapy. Just don't go right after you've eaten a huge Indian buffet, you know what I mean? Because then you ruin it. You just flop down on the couch, all sweaty, and she's like, and how are we today? And you're like, I want to kill myself. And then she's like, cha-ching, making money, making money. And no, I love therapy. Just an aside though, is it normal for your therapist to say this all the time? Are you yanking my chain? Is it normal for me to say this every time I leave? Love you, mommy. For those of you that don't, okay, I gotta wrap it up. But the thing is like, oh, I'm almost at 10,000 steps. Get the fuck out of here! Get away from me! You guys have a Fitbit? Fuck off! That's the commercial for Fitbit. Do you guys know that? Fuck off! Hey! Yeah, it takes you a while to get going in this room, eh? No, okay, I'm just gonna wrap it up. The thing is I go to a psychotherapist. If you don't know what a psychotherapist is, it deals with memories. So if you don't know what psychotherapy is, I recommend it. What that means is what my therapist does is she takes her talon and she scrapes it through the rivulets of my gray matter and makes me sniff old memories until I cry. And we're trying to figure out like all these weird old memories, like what made me like the way I am. You know, we're all kind of like this, but what made me the way I am? Here's one. I'm just to leave you with this. One morning when I was like 12 or 13, teenager, you know what I mean? I woke up early in the morning, just got out of the shower, and I had one of those crazy, teen boners where you're like, fuck. And you guys, any men here my age, wouldn't that be nice? Remember those? Anyways, the thing is, remember when you were a teen and you got one of those and that just ruled everything? You'd be like, yes, master. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, shit, I gotta take care of this. And I go into my room and I take out my gun and I'm like, fuck off. No, but I'm just joking. But no, I go in my room, but I don't close the door because it's fine. It's early. It's like I'm the only one awake. But I try to take care of this thing, right? And I think I'm the only one awake. And then I grab it. And as soon as I start taking care of this problem, right, my dad walks by, matches eyes with me, and I freeze and panic. And the only thing that comes out of my mouth is, I'm sick. And then my dad's like, well, close the door next time you're going to be sick. You know what I mean? That's it. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Keep it going for Chris Locke. You can catch Chris at Laugh Sabbath, at the Comedy Bar. He's on Google as well. This is the end of the show. We got more or less coming back up to do one more set. And while he's getting ready, I'm just going to tell you guys 3 of the weirdest things I've ever heard. 1, I had to hang out with this guy, Mark, when I was a kid, and he used to just say all the best things. One time I gave him white chocolate at Easter, politely said, oh, no, I don't want that. It makes my butt sizzle. I just took it back. It was good enough for me. White chocolate makes your butt sizzle? don't eat it, I guess. Second thing, we were at his dinner table, and he had to go to the washroom, so he said, Dad, I'll be back. And his dad said, I'll be front. Pretty cool and super weird when your dad says that to you. Third thing he said is my favorite. I don't know where it came from, and I still don't get it. There was this girl he didn't like who had a crush on him named Sangeeta, and he never wanted to hang out with her. And we were playing up in his room. We were like 7, and his mom comes to the bottom of the stairs, and Sangeeta came over, and she was like, Mark, Sangeeta is here. And he goes, Mom, I don't like her. She smells like ribbons. What the fuck does a ribbon smell like? She smells like ribbons. Think about that. But you don't have to think about it too much. Instead, just enjoy one more set from More or Less.
This song, the first of my last set, this is a tale as old as time. For anyone that likes to go out and party, you're going to go out later and do this thing, most likely. And that's going to be eat again. You're going to eat again. This song is called Late Night Food Committee, and it's about that problem. All right, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. I just need to add that. Yo. When it's New Mageddon, the end of the night, you know you want to end the shit up in a way that's right. Before we going home, we gotta get us a bite, the least to type. Notice poutine or getting a slice. Maybe a squad, push a few squads of beers each. Lost in the fog of the monsters, pure PPP. Puff and pastures, leave munchies, punch deep in the gut and stuff sleep. The next move is get the car so we can get food. Fuck the cars, not far the truth. Downtown, hands down, we got a lot to choose from my town. That amounts to a lot of loot gone. Overcharge, it grows a margin of profit. We're large, but we're starving. Just can't stop it. No time to take part in political conference. Want just hot animal carcass in my face like a Klingon. Tastes like it's been on a stove all day, warm breakfast, the flan. Dreams of the meal with a girl with appeal in a home with a feel that we're gonna get our thing on. Truth gets revealed that we won't seal the deal, cause I'm not even keeling, I'm probably gonna barf. Lately learning to start, I'm gonna eat until lights out. Do it next week, the hope I'm gonna get off. Just another meeting of the Late Night Food Committee. Stomach growling just like a grizzly. Just another meeting of the Late Night Food Committee. Those founders just be dizzy. Just another meeting of the Late Night Food Committee. Eat twice my weight with no pity. Just another meeting of the Late Night Food Committee. It's on you when we're in your city. 3 a.m. and the greasy spoon means you won't see kale anytime soon. That's just a bargain. You made with the devil, leaving your house to rebel. Never amounts to healthy thought. Heavy options, calorie counters. Better stop going out. Better off beer bell. You're waiting. Why do you even dropped into that shop in the first place? Worst case scenario, you know, there's no groceries you spot, kid. Usually this ain't the truth. Food, folks, and booze, pretty beat and motivation to start with. That'll set up you and your crew to put up with surly dudes. Want a feud, you just want to get lost. Cause sober enough to have moves, get one over on you. End of the line, I got to the start with no time wasted. You're too busy talking to the wall, blatantly out of your noggin. While I'm all in the kimchi fries, roll sand, cold tea, no beef, and my veggie fried rice. Up in the spot, Johnny's Burgers on me, on 3, gotta leave cause a knife just got pulled out, rules out, tunes out. In the parking lot, skip the cops, all your nikes. Rather not bleed, not me, you want eat, but skipping Mickey D's cause I really like my life above a shake. Supersize, little might deliver another weight. I'll talk about the begin to brother wait before I'm going home. You know I gotta get on the plate. If it's not hot, then I wanna get all my change back. Wouldn't City Eagle Eye is a great cap to the night. Yo, you wanna fight and claim that it was fresh with a DD. Why me and my friends Al formed out the committee. Just another meeting of the Late Night Food Committee. Eat twice my weight with no pity. Just another meeting of the Late Night Food Committee. Stomach growlings just like a grizzly. Just another meeting of the Late Night Food Committee. Eat all those food that pity. Just another meeting of the Late Night Food Committee. Yo, it's on you when we're in your city. Yeah. At 3 in the morning. At 4 in the morning. At 5 in the morning. My stomach is telling me this tale. And the rule is eat it, eat it. 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 Eat it, yeah. Don't stop. Pop that pizza. Let me see you eat it now. Big ups, Pizza Cat. Yeah. I have a bunch of albums, all kinds of stuff that you can listen to online. That's probably the easiest way. All those famous things you hear about all the time, Spotify, iTunes, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, all those things. I'm on all those things. My name is More or Less, spelled with one S. And cool, thanks. And this song that my computer wanted to do earlier, because apparently it's in charge and not me, it's about this thing that you're not doing right now. Right now, you are here with me enjoying this event, but sometimes you don't want to do that. Sometimes you just want to chill out at home and do nothing much. And so that's what this song is about. It's called Ain't Going Out, and you may get the point. Full screen, I got it this time, full screen. Sometimes you just want to say this thing, and it goes, I'm staying home, holed up in my apartment the whole day without departing. Chilling is my job and lounging is my department. I do the gig with distinction. I'm usually out like a postman, rain, sleet, or snow, but this time, yo, I'm in like physicians. Doctor, who is what I'm watching? Brunch is what I'm eating. Berry smoothies are what I'm drinking. Hell no, I ain't picking up my phone unless it's a social call. Telemarketers can step the fuck off. They're just wasting airtime like whack radio. Lackadaisical is how I act as if I have spare time or a broken leg, and I'm entertained whereby I'm peeping at my neighbors with binoculars, concocting a theory that the guy across the way ganked his wife. I might get my girl to check out the site since I'm not going out. That's the phrase you heard. Call me lazy, call me crazy, but my frame ain't stirred. Yo, I'm not going out. That's the latest word that was told. Play the role of the staying nerd. Yo, I'm not going out. That's the phrase you heard. Call me lazy, call me crazy, but my frame ain't stirred. Yo, I'm not. Hated words for some, but let me put it then in layman's terms. I'm staying home. I wish I had my place set up like Hal Johnson so I could have gear in the walls and start watching shows in my kitchen. Attacks right off, I send off to Neil Smithin. You watch online, it's me ripping right next to my fridge and stove. Got shit sizzling. You take it as a joke, I joke, but who's kidding? I got trout, you just got doubts and keep bitching. Mean Girls found a torrent and downloaded it. Facebook alert, it sounded, but I'm ignoring it. Cause it's an invite to a party that probably starts at 12 and stops by 2. I don't wanna be there to watch cocky guys lose on scoring with girls, and I'm forced to buy brew at a premium price. I might sound like a shrew, but millionaires keep millions by saving the cash and not spending it on you. Phrase you heard, call me lazy, call me crazy, but my frame ain't stirred. Yo, I'm not going out, that's the latest word that was told. Play the role of the stay-in nerd. Yo, I'm not going out, that's the phrase you heard. Call me lazy, call me crazy, but my frame ain't stirred. Yo, I'm not going out, complicated words. For some, let me put it then in layman's terms. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We won't go out now. We'll just stay home tonight. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We won't go out now. We'll just stay home tonight. I'm staying home like I work freelance. Asking my girl what you think of these pants. Cause they're sockets with drawstrings are up the floor line. Don't get too close because you might get shocked. The response to this, a quick poke in the ribs. That's what I get for trying to homeschool. Don't you know I'm trying to teach physics in between naps and rats. Occasional back rubs and soaks in the bath. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We won't go out now. We'll just stay home tonight. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We won't go out now. We'll just stay home tonight. Do the Harlem Shake in your chair. If you know who that is or what that's about. Or not. I like chairs. You know, Puff Daddy thought he was cool, but like, he never really made the beats. He was never really the producer on those songs. It's like he would get somebody else to make it. He would walk in the studio, turn a knob, and say, I like that. No? No? Okay. That one takes some explaining. We'll discuss it later. I need to update my jokes. All right. Does anyone in here like Doctor Who? Make some noise if you like Doctor Who. Okay, good, because I'm not doing that song, so don't worry about it. All right. I'm going to do this song, and it's really just there's not much to it except it's just about rapping fast. It's going to be my last song. Feel free to just yell "yeah" a lot if you feel the urge to. You'll know when to do it in the chorus, and if not, then just bob your head and stuff. And for sure, I got the right one because it's the only one left. All right, full screen. Full screen. All right. Yeah, it's called Crossbow, and it just goes fast, a little something like this. And the shots are picked from a quiver and set in the bow, and then you will need to crank the sucker up just like music. Why, that's what I say to anybody, and it's not when it goes flashing. You want accident, no way, my friend, in the end. Target the situation at hand, but man, it's what I'm doing already. Pretend to be wealthy, jetty and petty. Rock out over flows like rip rap on shorts. It's that I'm bored of shit acts on tours and tracks and CDs. See me, get back to rapping, simply get busy like Missy. It's in me, they're working up for condition. Like muscles come to stretch the boundaries of this culture when I flex. From a place full of talent that's not a threat to others, cause they're not listening closely. They're mostly bragging on the next and other style of something, but lyrics are everything to me in this culture now, cause they're menacing. I'm menacing and club you see on the news, on a shirt. Music is the weapon, ball. I'm trying to keep this weapon sharp. I'm like an arrow, Scarlet's the crossbow, yeah, yeah. I'm like an arrow, Scarlet's the crossbow, yeah, yeah. I'm like an arrow, Daryl's the crossbow, yeah, yeah. I'm like an arrow, Daryl's the crossbow. Say something now. Awesome. All right. I'm just working up to things. This next verse gets a little faster. Okay. Music fans assemble like Avengers, members of this very ill shit rock and keep up with us, picking apart and twice and keep it shuffling with the tricks and trick shot. Okay, Bishop, strictly hip hop with it. Lime and light, while your peas and rice, I beg your pardon for your farting. Appears to be rapping, you have no part in what we're doing, not just moving with people that seem real hard. So keep your shameless team up lameness. I dream to play with Gina Davis, Olympic archer, pick up on a script all at the same time when a brain likeness of members representing at my gathering. 98% all on the poetry. No, it's the combo of double entendres, a topic causing cancer bricks. Props that don't stop to taking that shot and blathering like dull MCs that have to sing. It must be so embarrassing. I'm like an arrow, Huntress the crossbow, yeah, yeah. I'm like an arrow, Huntress the crossbow, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like an arrow, Chewie's the crossbow, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like an arrow, Chewie's the crossbow. Say something now. Nostalgia. That's my time. My name is More or Less, spelled with one S if you like what you heard. I also have CDs with me. I always do this thing at shows where I just, sell them at a special rate. So $5, I have CDs. Come and talk to me. Or you can find them on Spotify, Bandcamp, iTunes, Google Play, all that stuff. More or Less with one S. Thank you very much for checking me out and checking out the rest of the show.
Get some CDs from More or Less.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. I'm going to get everybody that's been on the show to come on stage. Thank you so much for sticking around on this beautiful night. Thank you for coming to the DG Special. If you like the show, tell your friends. If you didn't like the show, we don't have to talk all the time, right? Thank you to everybody that did the show, all you guys. Thank you so much. Next week, we got next month on June 29th, we got a whole new group of people. Who are they, Josh?
Oh, thank you for asking. Our musical guest is, and this is in no particular order, our musical guest is Kiwi Jr. We've got the return of the Sentimentalists. If you guys have never seen
Magic Show.
The Sentimentalists, they are the craziest mentalist act you've ever seen in your life. Courtney Gilmore's here, Deanne Smith is here, Arthur Simeon is here, and Pat Thornton's going to be co-hosting, and then more videos by Dan Tamizian, this guy right here.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you check out www.dangalea.ca. Please come back. Have a good night. Stick around. We got DJ Wexel for the rest of the night. This is going to be cleared, and we're going to have a dance party. Thank you. Thanks, guys.